Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, here's Williams. Going deep for Walker. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Williams pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in, Otto. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll throw with Penix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That one goes for 30 yards.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Throwing is Williams. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 4. Looking to throw is Williams. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Looking to throw, Penix. This is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And looking to throw, Penix. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Out to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Up the middle they go. Leach. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 72 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd down, Lamb, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. could potentially tie this game up. To throw, it's Williams. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Williams. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw once more, here's Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. They'll go play action here with Williams. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Bears 21.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Williams. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throw left side complete. That's Hughes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Penix. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Penix. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Penix. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. Throwing again here, Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Escaping, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Penix. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working out of the gun, Williams. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking to throw, Penix.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Williams going to look to throw again.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Leach. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
And looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A pass complete to Odunze. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. To the air once more, Williams. Being chased out left. That's complete, right around the 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second down, 8 yards to go.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready. Bronco 80. 70 range, 70 range.
He's back to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Now the try here for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Penix working out of the gun here.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
They'll run on 1st down. Leach. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Coup for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Bears 42.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Point conversion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Take go.
Williams going to throw for it.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bears, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.